lucky are we to have 2016 NBA champ.
Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate it.
Iman Shumpert, he is back with us in studio, and you are our new analyst. You will be a regular here on NBA
Yes, I will, man. Thank y'all for having me. You know, I love to talk some basketball.
Yes, sir.
Brian, we
Some
ready
of
for a
those
good
hairdo
time?
shumps were legendary. I mean, that was some great stuff there, man.
Well, hopefully we're going to be seeing a couple more dudes because we're going to be seeing you a whole lot. What do you say, Iman? Let's get straight to it. We have a lot to get to. We're going to start our show in Sacramento, where the Lakers took on the Kings. And you see that? This is the first time this season LeBron wore a special patch. It commemorates his 23 seasons in the NBA. He's going to wear it for the rest of the year. And what better place to start than where it all began, Brian, 23 years ago in Sacramento.
Shout out to Darius Miles there. Shout out to Carlos Boozer. And I'm not sure the defense of Mike Bibby was the way to go.
Yeah, so this was 23 years ago when LeBron James made his NBA debut. Fast forward to last night, things looked a little bit different, although the patch is very cool. Is that a breadcrumb as to what's to come for the season for him?
Hey!
LeBron, look out.
Oh, man. He ain't
Still
that
doing
old.
that. 23 years later. But the Sacramento Kings, they were doing this, raining down threes, Bobby Marks.
How about a plus 27 on threes? There you see the block right now in transition. Wide open three there. That's the difference last night. Plus
It really
27.
was.
Malik Monk knows his trade season.
Well, now to the third quarter here. DeMar DeRozan finding Russell Westbrook, who knows this Lakers team well. The Kings extend their lead to 20. And then later in the third year, the Kings still up. Doncic drives in the paint, hits this nice off glass. Doncic finished the third quarter with 40 points, but the rest of the Lakers team finished with 43 points. So to the fourth quarter we go here, Brian.
Yeah, the Lakers needed to get some stops, and DeRozan got wherever he wanted.
Yeah, they did not. He was the king of the fourth. He had 32 points in this one. Monk finding Precious Achiuwa, dagger three, the story of the game. Hey, J.J. Redick, what do you see that went wrong here?
No, it's literally we can't make a shot. I mean, you look at it. First of all, they're right there with us as being one of the worst shooting teams in the league. We're down 16 with a minute and 40 seconds to go. We couldn't make a shot, and they're making everything. We weren't going to win that game.
Okay.
Yeah, the win probability was like loss probability was 98% at that time. Or 99%. We're not going to win that game.
All right, so to JJ's point, the Kings shot 17 for 26 on threes last night. Good for 65%. Y'all, that is the highest three-point field goal percentage allowed in a game in Lakers history when defending at least 25 attempts. So LA only made 8 of those threes. And the Lakers, they've now lost 3 straight. Still no Austin Reeves, of course. He continues to nurse that calf strain. But, Brian, I got to ask you to put on your doctor's hat here and diagnose what you see.
Unfortunately, it's a simple diagnosis. They've got the 30th ranked three-point shooting in the league. So they're just not going to shoot very well on most nights, okay? They've got the 26th ranked defense in the league. They're not going to defend well on most nights. That makes your margin for error extremely thin. And the fact that they're in 5th place, like comparing yourself to the Kings, like statistically the Lakers are close to the Kings in a lot of ways that are uncomfortable, but they're not close to them in the standings. And the fact that they're 5th in the standings, quite frankly, is a basketball miracle. They've played 37 games and they've been outscored by 24 points. To be 10 games over 500 in that situation is amazing. And the bad thing is, you've got a tough schedule left. The Lakers' schedule historically is backloaded. It is again. They've got a bunch of games with the top teams for TV purposes. I think they've got the 6th hardest schedule. They have the 2nd most games left, which is difficult. Okay, 7th most difficult. They've got the 2nd most games left, which is problematic because LeBron's not going to be playing in a lot of these back-to-backs, like including tonight against Atlanta. They're just a tough hand that they're holding.
When I look at it, I don't panic. The reason I don't panic is because LeBron and Luka have been in these type of situations. We understand as analysts, and we're watching, we're seeing, they're not panicking because they know we just have to go to matchups. They have to get in the playoffs and they have to get to matchups. These two guys know how to win. When I look at them, I see that they're too ball dominant. And when you have 2 ball dominant guys and you're no longer allowing LeBron to dominate the ball, you're now asking him to be a catch and shoot guy. He needs the ball to get in that rhythm. But now we need Luka to create the plays if we're going to be a good playoff team. So that's where the imbalance comes for me when I look at them. What they need to add when we start talking about the break and we start talking about the deadline, I think they need to add a big that can shoot. I mean, if we can do some sort of stretching that gives us a little bit more time to get these shots off, LeBron will work his way into a rhythm. I just don't know how you do it. It's tough. You know, that's the tough part of coaching. But I agree with J.J. Redick in saying that if they're making shots, their season looks a lot different, and then the things that we're discussing up here sound a lot different.
I think the Lakers are a team. You mentioned the deadline coming up in less than a month. I think the Lakers are one of the more interesting teams. We've kind of labeled them as that two-timeline team, kind of what LeBron on the roster right now, and then what the future could look like. Sure. You have half of your roster on expiring contracts. You're still holding on to that 2031 or 2032 first-round pick. You potentially could have $50 million in cap space. What does cap space get you? And then look at 2027 when you could have $100 million. That's the free agency with Giannis and Karl Anthony Towns and Nikola Jokic, all those players out there. And that's hard to balance when you're looking at it from the Lakers front office. Do you risk, can you move the needle enough to get to where Oklahoma City is? I don't see that right now, but that's the job for Rob Pelinka over the next couple weeks.
The Lakers are last in three-point field goal percentage, 26th in defensive efficiency. But you speak about the two timelines thing. What about the next couple of hours timeline? Because we've heard, Shams, that the Lakers with Luka and LeBron, it's the second night of a back-to-back for them. They made some comments after last night's game that left their status for tonight up in the air.
A hint at LeBron James and potentially Luka Doncic being out tonight. The Lakers made a roster move. They've called up guard Kobe Buffkin on a 10-day contract. He's going to be available for them tonight. That's a sign that Luka Doncic could potentially miss this game because they're adding Kobe Buffkin as guard help. He's averaged about 30 points for them in the G League this season. So that's a sign that Luka Doncic, he's dealt with some groin issues and other things that he said yesterday that he could be out tonight.
Yeah, listening to their comments last night, it didn't sound like Luka was going to be giving it a go, but we still got a couple of hours here till tip-off. Hey, while we're talking about these two teams, the Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers, in case you missed it, let's just go back to their matchup on December 28th. Why, you ask? Well, Kings guard Dennis Schroeder, Luka Doncic, they get into it here. You can see this is what happened on the court, but off the court it escalated quickly because 40 minutes after the game, Schroeder confronted and attempted to strike Doncic. The NBA suspended him for 3 games here. So, Shams, this is all coming to light because of this suspension. What more can you tell us about what happened?
Dennis Schroeder essentially camped out, waited for Luka Doncic in the back hallways of Crypto.com arena. And when he saw him and had somewhat of an alone moment, he confronted him and he attempted to swing on him, strike him with his hand. The league concluded that it was an attempt to, that he didn't actually strike Luka Doncic in the face, in the upper body area. So why did Dennis Schroeder go about this path? My understanding is Luka Doncic has been calling him the B word for the last few games, even going back to the offseason when they played each other in Olympic play. And so Dennis Schroeder's point is, listen, if you're going to call me the B word on the court, you have to expect that I'm not just going to take that lightly off the court, and I'm just not going to let that go like this never happened on the court. And we saw that take place. The 3 games suspension, no coincidence. It happened right before these two teams played. I'm sure there was video surveillance also reviewed by the NBA.
Yeah, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that after the game you got to go after people. But when you start talking about the NBA, people forget these are grown men. People have kids. People got fathers, they got mamas. They not gonna let their loved ones just watch them allow you to stand over them as a man. And I saw Luka do this. And I ain't gonna lie, this bothers me too, to alert everybody like, oh, this is just a show and woo-woo. It's like if he drew a line in the sand and y'all had to come, you know, and headbutt each other, like it is what it is.
Did that happen with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was actually when I was in Sacramento.
Okay.
Nikola, was it Yoke? No, it wasn't Yoke. It was
Bogdanovich? Who are we talking about?
It was a big Nurkic. It was Nurkic. That's who it was. It was Nurk.
Denver or Portland?
Portland. Shot me a little extra one on the screen, and I was like, you know, and he, you know, gave me the little mumble of another language and then translated the language. I didn't like the language that was said. I attempted to go to the locker room, never made it in there. Great job by NBA security, and I did not get suspended. So
I believe it's called messing around and finding out. I will also say that when it comes to Luka and Schroeder, it goes back to international play because for Germany, where Schroeder's been awesome, MVP of the World Cup, MVP of Eurobasket, and Slovenia, they've played each other over the last couple summers in very high-stakes game, which Germany has won, and Schroeder has let Luka know about it. Yeah. So I'm sure that was some of the undertones of what was happening in this game as well.
What's up with those hallways at Crypto?
A
lot of things happen there.
secret tunnel.
I love it. I love it because they keep saying that the NBA is getting soft. So I love it. I love the intensity. I want guys to stay.
I mean, this couldn't have been a more interesting start to the show for us. I'm gonna